Hello students, it's me Rizwan here. In this video, we are going to uh, learn how to graph functions in this calculator, Casio FX 9860G. So let us go ahead. So you can see this option graph, which is below this run mode. So execute, and you will get this window Y1, Y2, Y3 like that. Now by mistake, let's say when you open the window, when you open this, uh, when you press graph, in case if you get like this, okay, please do not panic. Uh, Now all the functions are represented like whatever function you're learning in IBDP as well as in IGCSE. Okay, it is of the form y equal to, right? Um, so if you have this window, what you need to do is press F3, which is below type F3, and then make it to y equal to here. So F1, and you will get this window. So let's say I want to sketch a quadratic function. Let's say x squared minus 5x plus 6. So x squared minus 5x plus 6. Execute and then draw, and then you'll get this uh, parabola, right? Let's say if you want to change the scale. Right now I think it looks like minus 10 to plus 10 and in x-axis as well as in y-axis. So how do we check that? So you need to press F3. You can see that above F3 is written view window. So press F3. Yeah, it is minus 10 to plus 10. So if you want to change the scale manually, then you can type it here. Let's say minus 5 to plus 5, and then scale is 1. Let's say this is also minus 5 to plus 5. Execute and then draw. Then you get this graph. You can see that the scale has changed. Fine. Now let's say you want to find you want to uh, go back to the old one again, that is minus 10 to plus 10. So press F3, and then you can see there's something called STD. So when you press that, it will automatically change to minus 10 to plus 10 in both axes every time. Okay, so you can do like that as well. Now let me draw this again. Now you can see that there is an option here called trace as well as zoom, right? So let us check both options. When I press F1, say when x is 0, y is 6, and then when you press this again, so you can trace like this. You can see as this particular x, it moves along the curve and you get different points, right? So this is one option. You can also let's look at the zoom part now. So press F2, and then it'll ask you whether it is box or in and out. So what it means is when I press this box, let's say when I enter this box, okay, it will show whether which area you want to zoom. Let's say I want to zoom this area, so I will press execute. So this is done now. Now when I move, you'll get a box like structure. You can see here. Okay, now let's say once you have selected the area, when you press execute, now you can see that that particular area is uh, zoomed, right? So this is one way. Exit. So unfortunately, let me uh, delete this and then draw it again. X squared minus 5x plus 6. Okay, draw. So let me go and change the scale now. So how view window and press STD, execute, and then you get the scale has changed now, right? Okay. Let's say I want to draw another graph, I want to sketch another function in the same window, right? I'm going to do that. But before that, let's say you want to find what is the value of, let's say, what is the value of y when x is 4. What you can do is go to GSolve, F5, and then press this arrow. There are more options. You can see root, maxima, minima, y-intercept, and intersection. So press this F6, which is below the arrow, and it will give you y-calc as well as x-calc. Okay. Now suppose you know that x is 4 and you want to find the value of y. So press y-calc and enter 4 and then execute. you'll get the value of y. Okay, let us say I want to find the value of y when x is 12. Okay, so exit, gsolve, ycal. Let's say x is, okay, 15 for example. Let's say x is 15. Execute. Now it will show you that there is an argument error, right? It says press exit. The reason is here, let me exit. Let me look at the scale, student, view window. You can see that x minimum is only between -10 and +10, right? So when you give a value which is not in this interval, then you will get that error. So if you want to find the value of y when x is 15, so what you need to do is make it, let's say, -20 to +20, or 0 to 20, whatever it is, 0 to 20, -20 to +20. Now when you draw, you get this window. Now go to view window. I'm sorry, go to gsolve, ycalc. Now press x equal to 15, and when you enter, you get the value of y. Y is 156. So this is how you can find the value of y. Let's say you want to find the value of x, if you know the value of y. So again, go. Now this time press ycalc. Let's say y is 10, or let's say y is 8. Execute. So when y is 8, x is minus 0.372 to minus 0.372, and also there are two values, students, 5.37. So there are two values of x for that particular value of y. Okay, exit. Let us say in the same window I want to sketch another function. So how do we do that? So let me press, before that view window, let me make it a standard. Exit. Okay, let's say I want to sketch x cube. So x power 3, execute, and then draw, and then you can see both the curves in this window. Let us say you want to see only one of them. How do you do that? Without deleting it, what you can do is, for example, here you can see that for both these functions, the first y1 as well as y2, this equal to sign is it's highlighted, isn't it? So when you go up, let's say, and here, and then press this F1, that is select, and if you come down now, you may notice that the equal to sign is not highlighted. Now when you press this F6, that is draw, you may only see the first one, that is the parabola. Okay, so exit. So let me go there again and select it, come down. Here both of them are highlighted, so draw. Now you can see both the graph. Let's say you want to see only the second one, not the parabola. So exit, highlight the first one, and then select, come down. Now you may see only the second one is selected, so draw. Yeah, now you see only the the graph of the cubic function x cube. Okay, that is fine. So let me delete it. Now how do you sketch a, let's say, a trigonometric function? Let's say you want to sketch sine x. So what you need to do is press sine and then x, execute, and then draw. You get this window, right? So now this scale is, let me go to view window. It is -10 to +10. Now when you press this trigonometry, this trig, you may notice that it is -9.42 to +9.42, and y minimum is -1.6 and maximum is 1.6, right? Okay, now this is -9.42 is nothing but -3 pi, and this is +3 pi. So exit and then draw, and then you will get this graph. Fine. So right now, please understand, when you see this view window and when you see values like this, it is quite obvious that the angle is in radian mode, right? So exit. Now what happens, let us say, if it is in degree mode, and how do you know that it is in radian mode? So what you need to do is go to press menu, go to run mode, and then press shift and then menu, and you get this one. Let me just press math here. So if you come down, you may see that angle is in radian mode. Suppose, let us say, I change it into degree mode. So press degree, exit, and then go to menu and come back to the graph. And then if I draw now, you may see that you'll get a line like this. Okay. So it is very, very important that uh, you need to know whether it is in radian mode or in degree mode. Okay. Now let's say go to view window, and if I press trig now, you may see that now it has become minus 542 plus 540, which is minus 3 pi to plus 3 pi. Now when I exit and then draw, now you'll be able to see the graph properly. So it is very, very important that you are aware whether the angle is in radian mode or in degree mode, right? It is very, very important, students. So let me delete this. Let me go and change the angle. It should always be in radian mode. Okay, default. If required, then you may change it to degree. So radian. Now exit. Come back to graph again. Let us say I want to graph e power x. How do you do that? So here you have e, which is above ln. So shift ln e power x. So execute, draw, and you get this graph. Now you can see that you're not able to see properly. So view window, I'll make it standard. Exit, draw. Now it is better. Now let's say we want to still change the scale. So view window, let me make it as minus 5 to plus 5, and then I'm going to make this as, let us say, minus 3 to plus 3. Now you'll be able to see it much better, right? So that's it. Let's say, what if you want to sketch a rational function? Okay, before that, let me change the window. Let's say you want to sketch x upon x minus 1. So first let me delete this. So let's say x upon x minus 1, press the fraction part. Okay, before that, maybe in the calculator, if you press this one, you'll get like a fraction. But here in this particular emulator, I'm not able to get that. So what I'll do is, let's say x divided by bracket x minus 1, close the bracket, execute, and then draw. So you can see that this rational function is sketched here, right, in this particular window. Fine. So that's it, students. These are the basics. How to find the roots and maximum minima, I will solve it in some other video. Okay. Thanks for watching it.